What's going on, world? My name's Ryan.
I'm Victor.
Welcome to our musical Odyssey. Today, I'm going to have my brother listening to I'm Sorry by Joyner Lucas.
I don't want to live to see another day. I'm sorry, but I can't stay. I'm sorry, so much pain, lonely.
For those of you that are watching for the very first time, just know that we play the song all the way through. So if you've heard the song before and you're not looking to hear the song again, you just want to get to the review or listen to the chit chat, we got the time codes down below. Click on that, get to the chit chat. I'm going to have my brother listening again to I'm Sorry by Lucas Joyner. He is a artist in the hip hop game that is in this generation, and he's not a bubblegum rapper. He's not a mumble rapper. This dude, he reminds me, it's like living in the 80s and 90s all over again, all the way up to the early 2000s. He talks about politics. He talks about real life. He talks about things that genuinely go on in the world. He's not necessarily, he speaks on party and bullshit, but so he's not just speaking on the party and bullshit life. He also speaks on what's real. And I feel like today that's exactly what hip hop needs, unfortunately, because the younger generation, it's all about the pills, the syrup, the lean, the Xanax, the anything and everything that you can do to fuck your mind and just forget about reality. Forget about the world that you're living in. It's all about the party and bullshit. You know, what are you celebrating life for if you haven't accomplished anything? You know, we got people that are in the industry that have accomplished a great deal that are showing our youth the party and bullshit side, but they're not showing them how they got to the money side. So as a repercussion of it, a lot of our youth, rather than working hard, rather than getting to that level of it's okay to party and bullshit, as long as you're doing it sociably, they just think it's okay to party and bullshit all the fucking time. And it's Xannies, it's Percocet, it's lean, it's anything and everything that, look, I'm all for drinking, I'm all for smoking. I don't know about popping no goddamn pills or any of that extra shit in life. I'm cool on that. I'll leave that to the backtracks. But for Joyner Lucas, I appreciate this dude. He doesn't, to my knowledge, have an album out yet. He is signed he is signed to a record label. Dude.
So he's super young in the career.
Yeah, but even
then,
and then this is the thing about him though. He's even said to the label that he's signed to, you got to come out with an album, but the album's not promotable. But again, when you're talking to labels of this generation, you know, they're speaking on like, you know, they want to hear that club banger. Well, club bangers are party and bullshit. For Lucas Joyner, he's a realist. He don't want to speak on party and bullshit. He wants to speak on reality, what's happening in everyday life, good and bad, things that we need to pay attention to, politics, prostitution, child endangerment, you know, drinking and driving, suicide, which is actually what this song is about. You know?
Okay.
It's serious. He speaks on the serious part of life that everybody needs to connect to, the things that make us human, because at the end of the day, after all the party and bullshit is done as human beings, there are still people that struggle. There are still people that go through things. And I feel like rather than teaching our young youth to party and bullshit and that to be a scapegoat from running away from their reality, you should teach them how to deal with their reality. You should teach them how to talk to people. You should teach them how to reach out to people, you know. That being said, I can ramble on and I can keep this going. I just want to hear the track. I want my brother to hear the track. We can get on the discussion afterwards. So, for those of you that are watching, drink up with us. Smoke up by yourselves. Put your headphones in and let's vibe to a very ingenious young individual of our generation that I feel has a great deal to give to the world in hip hop.
Go ahead and call me a coward, say that I'm not strong because I'm not like you. Go ahead and call me crazy cause I live in a maze. Tell me, how about you? I think I live in my head. Sometimes I think that I'm dead. I hide behind my youth. No, I've been losing my mind and I'm a little behind. Step aside my shoes, cause I never been happy with myself. And I don't need no one feeling bad for me, trying to offer me pity and throw jabs at me. Wanna give me advice and then laugh at me behind closed doors. Just close the door and let me be by myself. Just me and myself. I'm tired of living when I cry. I hear it's easy to die, I wanna see for myself. And I know that sounds crazy to everyone else, but I'm depressed as fuck, stressed as fuck. Ain't no medicine that can cure what's intense as drugs. I need extra love, and that ain't even enough. So that ain't even enough, and where the fuck is God? Damn, maybe I ain't believing enough, but today we gon' see if he's real. And if he is, then I guess I'm probably going to hell. Look, I ain't wanna die like this. I ain't picture my life like this. They don't know what it's like this. Pretending I'm happy so I can smile like this and laugh like you. Sometimes I wonder if I ever act like you. Could I finally fit in and maybe relax like, ooh? Or would you feel lost without me? Cause honestly, I think the world is better off without me and my mind spinning. This is the line finished. Truth is I don't care how they feel about my feelings. I made up my mind. I'm going out like Robin Williams. I guess I'm not the ordinary people of John Legend. And I've been suicidal since the day I was 9. Shit. Okay, the day I was 9. I've been tired of being bullied, couldn't stay out the fire. Grandma told me I should take it one day at a time. And damn it, look at me now. Fuck. Pen running out. Shit. Look, just know it's a new day, but if you're reading this, then it's probably too late.
Just make sure you tell my family it's okay. I'm sorry, but it's too late. I'm sorry, so much waiting on me. I don't wanna live to see another day. I'm sorry, but I can't stay. I'm sorry, so much waiting on me. Just make sure you tell my family it's okay. I'm sorry, but it's too late. I'm sorry, so much waiting on me. I don't wanna live to see another day. I'm sorry, but I can't stay. I'm sorry, so much waiting on me.
What you wanted, I hope you finally happy. It's too late for you. Been going out of my mind. You don't know how many times that I done prayed for you. I hope you hear me, goddammit, cause I got so much shit that I wanna say to you. I used to shine, now I'm all in the dark. I remember I used to tell you to follow your heart, but goddammit, look at you now, it's all of your fault. How could you? Maybe it's my fault. I should've paid more attention to what you been doing. Maybe I should've been more of an influence. I can't believe that you're dead. I read your letter and all I could do is have mixed feelings about it. But I'll forever be attached to you. Damn. Part of me feels bad for you. A part of me feel like you weak and I'm mad at you. And I don't mean to be insensitive, but I don't understand how we couldn't prevent this shit. You took the easy way out. God damn it, you did. I mean, look what you did. I'm so fucking upset. How could you be so selfish? Nigga, how could you be so selfish? Now you're gone, you done left me so helpless. I wonder what God thinks. I hope you in God's place behaving yourself. Yo, what the fuck you gotta say for yourself? Look, I really feel lost without you. I hate the fact you think the world is better off without you. And my mind's spinning, this is the line finished. Truth is I don't care how you feel about my feelings. And I'd be lying to you if I told you I'm fine. Listen, I know that you can hear me, all I need is like 5 minutes. I just wanna reach inside the casket and pull you out. I'm sorry, this is something that we both couldn't figure out. I wish I could hear you now. Is your soul missing? I wonder if you could do it again, would you do it different? Tell me what death is like. Was it meant for you, Brody? Did the heavens support it? Are you fucking happy now? Did you get what you wanted? Isn't this what you wanted? I feel the temperature falling and you've been suicidal back then, you were 9. Yeah, even back then you was 9. We was living on the edge, couldn't stay out the fire. Grandma told us we should take it one day at a time. And damn it, look at you now. Shit. But it's a new day, and if you can't hear me, then it's probably too late. Fuck!
Just make sure you tell my family it's okay. I'm sorry, but it's too late. I'm sorry, so much waiting on me. I don't wanna live to see another day. I'm sorry, but I can't stay. I'm sorry, so much waiting on me. Just make sure you tell my family it's okay. I'm make sure you tell my family it's okay. I'm sorry, but it's too late. I'm sorry, so much weighing on me. I don't wanna live to see another day. I'm sorry, but I can't stay. I'm sorry, so much weighing on me. Just make sure you tell my family it's okay. I'm sorry, but it's too late. I'm sorry, so much weighing on me. I don't wanna live to see another day. I'm sorry, but I can't stay. I'm sorry, so much weighing on me.
How you feel about it?
That was a pretty deep track.
Yeah.
That's lyrically not complicated, straightforward.
No, that's straightforward.
But
even then, like the personal thoughts, just to speak on,
yeah,
like
no,
the way they did, like
it's I love the detail. You know, it's
it's almost like at one point in time he may have even been suicidal himself, just to be able to speak on.
I feel like this is a true story. Like whether or not it is, like I feel like he was reading literally he's reinterpreting something that happened to a friend of his.
Right.
That's the feeling that it gives, and whether or not it did or not, you know.
And for those that don't know his background, homie came from the gutter. What that means is he came from shit. He even says it. He says it in a lot of his music. He didn't expect this to happen to him. You know, this fame, what he's gained, he didn't expect it. He even said it in Eminem's Kamikaze. I've always wanted a Grammy. Probably won't get it. But at the end of the day, he managed to make his way out of a horrible situation in life. And he's now in a better situation in life. Hard work puts that in. Hard work, it comes with hard work. It comes with belief. It comes with faith. It comes with all kinds of things. Whether you're religious, whether you're not. Separate religion from it. If you have faith and you just know that there's more to life than the typical 9-to-5 bullshit that the majority of us live on a daily basis, you know. I've read and I've heard of studies. I don't know. It's a large amount, anywhere between the 80-90% of people that have their jobs, they hate it. For me, you know, I'm not going to sit here and say that I can't stand the life that I live, because is it enjoyable? My children make it enjoyable. My family make it enjoyable. Homies like this make it enjoyable. Am I living the life that I want to live? No. Am I pursuing the life that I want to live? Yes. Very much so. Every day. 100%. And that's what it's about. This song touches home for me just because I've actually known a couple of people that have had taken that risk.
Yeah.
And it hurts just because on my end, you know, you listen to the victims side first, and then the second side of it, it's how I feel.
Survivors, yeah.
That's how I feel, you know, like, you know, particularly a family member. I'm not going to speak names. I'm not trying to bring a rise in the eyebrows or make any kind of beef or anything happen or any words to be said amongst family. But to the person in my family, not immediately family, but he was family to me that took his life, I miss you. I miss smoking with you. I miss kicking it in the car with you. I miss hearing your voice. I miss hugging you. I miss vibing with you. There's so much that you took away from me as an individual. And I know that sounds selfish because you were struggling. And I feel that second verse so much just because it's like, you know, I wish you would have called me. I wish you would have talked to me. As a matter of fact, you know, I honestly, I feel like some of it is my fault, and I know I shouldn't blame myself because I had an opportunity. I saw this person at his lowest of lows, and I had preached to this person time and time again, better decisions, you know. For a lot of people, we can't fathom, we can't wrap our mind around our mind, you know. For a lot of us, we look at it and it's too easy. It's just as simple as 1, 2, 3. It's logical, it's normal, it's moral, and we can act on it on a daily basis, and then this is what we're supposed to do. This is life, this is what we're supposed to do, and we can get through it. For a lot of people, it's not so simple, and it's simply it's simply based on the life that you were displayed upon. that you are displayed from the time that you were young all the way even to adulthood. His life as a young individual wasn't all that it should have been, all that it could have been. He had his own struggles, and it followed him into adulthood. And unfortunately, there wasn't anybody in the family, there was no friends, there was nobody that he was close to and that he did hold close to his heart and that he did love and he did connect with that could change his mind and make him think otherwise. I wish I could, and I wish even now, like, if I had a second chance, I still don't know if I'd have the words to say. You know, I'd be repeating myself. And that last time that I did get to talk to this individual, I didn't feel like repeating myself because I had said the same thing so many times over and over again. But even then, maybe that last time, maybe if I would have repeated myself that one last time, he'd still be alive, you know? So yeah, it's a serious song. It touches home to me. Lyrically wise, is it the best? No. But even then, it makes you think. And even then,
well, and I'm not marking on the lyrics. I'm saying it's not.
I know you're not.
I'm marking on the fact that it's straightforward.
It is. It's
like there's no hidden, message there.
But and you want to know what? That's the beautiful thing about this artist. You know, he said it in Kamikaze. If I said it, then I meant it. I don't take back what I said. I don't give a fuck what you think. If I said it, I meant it. Yes, and I'll admit to that shit. If I said it, I admit it. If I said it, I don't take it back. I don't give a fuck. That's exactly this dude's mindset. That's how he portrays his music. So when he made this song, I 100% believe every word that was said. And truth be told, it's like you said, I don't know his life. It's not like I could just call this nigga up and just be like, hey, yo, Joyner, what was you making? Because, nigga, you brought me to tears. Because the song did the first time it brought me to tears. Even now, it's just like, I'm trying to suck it up and I'm trying to stay strong. But every time I hear the song, it just brings me back to the people that I have lost, that are personal in my life to suicide. And even then, people that I don't connect with like that, but I've had a connection to, he mentioned Robin Williams in the track. Dude, Robin Williams, growing up, that was one of the best people for me to watch. He was Genie on Aladdin. He was in Mrs. Doubtfire. Again, that movie he did with Robert De Niro, like, his mind was so beautiful. Even in Flubber, his mind was so beautiful. It was comical. When this dude fucking acted, when he made you want to cry, he made you want to laugh, he made you feel inspired. Like, people, I don't have to know him personally to connect with him. And nobody does. But at the end of the day, these are serious things that go on in life, and this is what hip hop needs. This is what music needs. This is the real things that I feel like people, they don't want to continue to talk about. But at the end of the day, until the world becomes perfect, which it's not, these are the things that we need to hash out on. So, yeah, other than that, what were your thoughts on the song? You like the instrumental? It was serious, dude. It was.
Yeah, no, it was nice, and I liked how during the chorus there, it actually added some energy to the track. They brought the beat in and stuff like that, so that was nice. Like you said, my favorite thing about this track was, the only track I've heard from this guy besides this is the I'm Not Racist track.
Yeah.
This is only the second track I've heard from him. But so far, it makes me want to hear more for sure.
Right.
And the thing that stood out to me in this track was the details that he put into it. So like at the kind of towards the end of the first verse there, you heard in the background, he was crumpling the paper and stuff like that.
Right.
And then just like the slight little ad libs, like oh shit.
That's even kind of like music.
And he fit it into the track where it was still kind of on beat, but it was still sounding like an ad lib, like oh fuck, just kind of like under his breath or whatever, So I love those little details. It was I feel like, again, I don't know. Maybe this dude just sees the world in the sense of, because at one point in time, I didn't know anybody that committed suicide that I was personally connected with, but I still could connect with it, So even if that's not the case, it's beautiful to be able to connect with that. Whether you've experienced it in your life or you haven't, to be able to have an open mind and to be able to connect. This is a hip hop review. We do hip hop and rock.
one of the beautiful things that I like about one of the rock bands that he shows me periodically and frequently is Tool. They're very real about their message. It's 100% what the world needs to hear and what the world needs to listen to. You know, these are the issues and these are the struggles that happen in life. You know, there's more that goes on in the world besides drinking, popping pills, and partying and bullshit. You know, let's get connected. Let's speak on these real things that exist in life and make them non-existent anymore. You know, I feel like if we did more caring and had more attentiveness to the struggle in life, there wouldn't be so much of it. We could push forward for that happiness.
Well, I feel like a main contributor into that kind of thing is just, for whatever reason, particularly in our culture, you know, here in America, Western culture, there is very little emphasis on working through the process of knowing yourself. Right. Because so much can be fixed just by learning to tune out everybody else's opinion of you.
I feel like that's what's been
feeling like and figuring out what you really want, feel, and believe. Right. You know, that's the basis, that's the foundation. And until you get that down, you can. I mean, it's like calibrating your compass. Right. You don't know which way you're going until you know your compass is set. You know, set correctly.
But even then, it also doesn't help whenever we live in a world where music is portrayed upon us to have that conviction of judgment, to have that conviction of. I mean, like especially in hip hop.
It's not even just music though. It's again, that's the whole point. Is there's no emphasis put on it at all. Mm-hmm. It's just, hey, here's a celebrity. Try and fit this mold. Right. You know, hey, maybe you want to try and be like them. And again, nobody's really even telling us to do that. Right. It's self-imposed because no one's really giving us any direction at all other than go to fucking school. Right. You know, that's pretty much it. You know,
it doesn't matter. You know, I'm not trying to rile. I'm not trying to arouse. I'm not trying to piss people off. I'm not trying to piss on anybody's fucking life or anything like that. But at the end of the day, the point that I'm trying to make is, you know what? What's normal for you might not be normal for other people, and that's okay. Another horrible thing that we have in common as human beings is we choose to judge. We judge people's lives before we even know the person themselves. We judge people based off of our views of that person or their appearance that they personify to us, versus actually opening up the book and studying, you know, what kind of background did you come from? What led to the actions and decisions and verbal reactions that you give in life? Like, what led to all of this, you know? If we did less judging and more communication, again, I feel like the world would be a better place. This song was a huge example of it, you know. Just being able to speak to that person one more time. If I paid more attention to you, if I would have came over a little bit more, if I would have reached out, fuck, you're gone and it's destroying me on the inside. But you ain't feeling shit because you're gone. You're at peace. Whether you're in heaven or hell or whether you're non-existent anymore, at the end of the day, for me, all I know, because I'm still living and I'm still breathing, you are at peace and I am distraught. I am fucked. I'm trying to get through these next couple of days, the next couple months, the next year, fathoming how I'm going to live life knowing that you no longer exist. Knowing that I'm not going to be able to hear your voice. Knowing that I'm not going to be able to vibe with you, you know. I don't know. It's a dope track. You got anything else to speak on?
I got a lot to speak on, but we'd be on this motherfucker for 3 hours.
We could, man. It's a beautiful track. That's the beautiful thing about music, too.
I'm telling you right now, this is probably already 30, 40 minutes long.
Probably.
And I've got several things I want to say right now that I already know would take it to 2 hours. So I'm not going to do it. Right. Because I'm sure we'll cover another track that'll be along the same topic.
That being said, my name's Ryan.
I'm Victor.
For those of you that are watching for the first time, for those of you that have stuck with us since we've started, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, encourage other people to like and subscribe.
Yeah, let us know what you thought of this track if it's your first time hearing it, and let us know what you thought of the discussion.
And we let you know at the beginning and the end, we're not one of those 5-minute review pages.
Obviously, which you now definitely know. If you made it this fucking far, you already know.
Yeah, you already know. If you made it this far, you already know. And if you made it this far, thank you, and we appreciate it. This is exactly what we're trying to do. This is what music does to the population. We welcome you to join in. We're out.